again. It's been a few days and I apologize. However, I did say in my very first video that I am learning how to do this, and this short break is just simply confirmation of that truth. After viewing what I'd produced, I felt compelled to start over and to refocus on the intent of this work. And what is that intent? It is to help us to not only survive, but also to thrive through the shift of the ages, as it has been called, the great shift, shift of consciousness, whatever other names that may have been given to this time. It is an exciting time, but can also be a very trying time if we don't understand what is happening. I experienced the shift in 1977, some 35 years ago. When that happened, I had no clue what had just happened to me. And I also had nobody around me who understood it. I had no available information, books or videos, or certainly not the internet from which to learn about what had happened to me. So I had to use the hunt and peck method to eventually make sense of it all. That led me down many different paths of discovery, really, most of which proved to me ways that are not useful to live after experiencing the shift. So let's start with what the shift represents. What actually is it? What are we shifting from and to? For approximately the last 5,000 years, we've been experiencing physical life under the domination control of the ego, of the logical mind, under the prevailing influences of power and control. Separateness has been the prevailing reality. Fear has been the chief motivator. We have played these games about as far as they can go. So this phase of our collective learning is coming to an end. The next phase, the one we are already entering, is led by the heart. Unconditional love, compassion, the connectedness and unity of all beings and all things are the prevailing energies. To continue means that we must learn ways of living, of thinking, and of being, new ways of thinking and living and being. We must learn to live from the heart, not from the mind. Now, you may notice that I said that we are already entering this phase, this next phase. This is true. The Great Shift is not a sudden and forced transformation of all who inhabit planet Earth, but rather an individual coming to awareness, which in due time creates a critical mass, after which people will shift much more quickly and easily than they had before. Critical mass is reached when approximately 1%, that's just 1% of us, make the transition. It is at that point that the process gains a momentum of its own, and we shift into high gear, so to speak. That time is approaching quickly. I feel the shift has been going on for some time, and that the end date of the Mayan calendar, December 21, 2012, is the generally accepted date, is merely the midway point in the process. As I feel it, the shift began in earnest around the beginning of 1963 and will be virtually complete somewhere around the end of 2062. Western numerology lends some support to these feelings, as does a numerological-based study of popular music, believe that or not. So, since I value your time, I am limiting these videos to 3 to 5 minutes each, and therefore I will continue this discussion in the next video. Thanks again for watching, and namaste.